Hello, everyone. Today was a very bad day in the stock market if you are a bull. Market indexes reversed off the highs of the day, putting in a pretty ugly reversal day. We'll get started with the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ opened up relatively weak, rallied strongly throughout the day, got above the day before highs, and then completely puked until about the last, I'd say, 30 minutes of the day, whenever market indexes were able to find a floor, QQQ, but you can see overall that the damage was done. But the rally off the lows to the high points of the day at a little after 12:30 was just very impressive, and to sell off and completely give back all of that, very, very, very bad price action. However, at the very end of the day, the final hour, the market was able to find a floor, so we'll see if we can't break through the lows of the day of the previous day's session on Friday. If we do, that won't be good, and that'll have next the 200-day moving average coming into play at the NASDAQ. What's even more negative is that the Russell 2000, after finally breaking through the 200-day moving average on the 6th of May, after successfully testing this line 7 times in the past month, followed through today, trying to re-rally back above the line and then closing near the lows of the day. If it also breaks below the day before's low a day, that I don't know where the next stop really is. I guess we can look at those August support levels. More realistically, it would be the June levels, and that would also coincide with the 5-year uptrend line connecting this 09 low, 011 low, and 012 and 12 low to where it is now. So overall, the market looks in rough condition. I know I just went the UDow this morning, and while it did work out, the reversal intraday on the Dow Jones Industrial Average is also negative, and the action in oil stocks and utility stocks today was negative. So if they now start hitting these safety sectors, that are the last remaining sectors that have been holding up, if we start to see these sectors sell off, which I got a couple of sell signals today in my oil stocks, there is no doubt that this market will break wide open, as there is not a single sector outside of utilities, energy, and real estate. And also, I saw some crazy reversals in real estate investment trusts today. To save this market. It's ugly. It's going to get ugly everywhere if these break down, bottom line. And on top of that, my short scans were over 100 today, despite NYSE volume being above average, only the NASDAQ volume being above average, and the ETFs not confirming it. So pretty crazy. So I know a lot of people think the market's going to definitely sell off hard tomorrow, but the fact that it was not confirmed across all the index ETF derivatives and every index makes me think that we could still back and fill. Like I said, be more prudent to get this 250-day moving average to touch each other before the market does break down. And let's just look at some more of those leading stocks. Today, Tesla gutted, down 11%. UBNT, the last time I checked after hours, this was the #1 IBD stock back in around February to March, was down 11% after hours, just more negative action. CBS, a tried and true stock, is down after hours about 2%. And then a reversal today in a stock like CWH, which at one point intraday today looked like it could be a potential new long position. That's another tell. When a stock goes from looking like a new long to look like runaway, never, never, never good. And on top of that, there's like a lot of HZNP. Looks like that could be a good short. BPTH could be a good short. CVC. These are pretty strong short sell signals that you really start to only get whenever the market's in a lot of trouble. So we're starting to see the same pattern everywhere, so that might not be good. If you were underinvested, any of those stocks I just circled through would be a good short candidate. TZA also would be another good candidate if you cannot short in your accounts. This is a small cap bear 3 times ETF, and it gave another pocket pivot point signal today. Has not produced a pocket pivot point sell signal since January, so it's very, very strong. But besides Tesla and UBNT getting gutted, Solar City, after having a terrible day yesterday, was able to rebound after hours. But look at the reversal off the intraday highs and back below the 200-day moving average. Just more weak stock action. And remember 3 days ago how 8 separate brokerage firms either came out with a buy rating or stood by the rating, and basically there was like 8 analyst upgrades of King Digital Entertainment 3 days ago, and I totally missed on since I didn't make a video yesterday. I forgot to show everybody, and look at what it did yesterday, down 13% no bounce today. Just more indication when a stock breaks that much and doesn't bounce that something is very wrong out there. And then FEYE, this thing keeps going down, and when nobody thinks it can go lower, it can go lower and lower and lower and lower. So from March, the stock was almost $100, and now it's at $27, and yet it just keeps going lower and lower and lower. And then you have ICE breaking down today. So once again, this is all very, very bad. There were a couple earnings winners I was watching today for on the long side, ENG and MITL. Neither one ever set up in a buyable support position or a buyable breakout position, but MITL did close strong into the closing bell, so you could continue to watch it. But this market seems to be on some pretty shaky ground. So keep your guard up, everyone, if you are long this market. And by the way, I monitor a lot of different user groups and chat rooms and message boards, and it's really bad. There are a lot of new traders out there that are just clueless, and they're trying to buy everything, and they're going to all go broke. There's no doubt about that. That'll be fun to watch. Anyway, so going over those sells, BXC 20% sell, closing below the 5-day moving average on very heavy volume in red BOP. It's doing it for the second time in its uptrend. So that is a 20% sell signal. And CLR is a 50% sell signal, 75% sell signal. The huge intraday reversal is very negative. It gapped down, was able to rally all the way back, closing, then coming almost all the way back down, closing near where it opened. Tons of big block sellers intraday. I checked the time and sales, not pretty. So it looks like oil stocks might be wanting to end their uptrend. If that's the case, this market is screwed. So, you know, if you're a bull, like I said, be careful. Thank you.